Alright guys, here we go into a new computer animation tutorial. Going to go over and review some things from back earlier in the year and do a little squash and stretch bouncy animation just to get into and utilize an online web animation creator called Anim, flipanim.com. So what you're going to want to do here is go ahead to flipanim.com. I'm going to go ahead and sign out of my account so that you can kind of see what things will look like when you start. You'll want to click on the register link. You're going to need to type in a name of some kind. First initial, last name is kind of what I went with. You're going to want to create a password, confirm the password and your email address, check off that you're not a robot, and then you can go ahead and sign in. I'll go ahead and sign in to my own. Oh, gotta say I'm not a robot. Alright, and once we are in, and you have, you can create animations here as well without an account, but if you make a quick account, it will save all your animations in your account. So just going to be useful for later on. We can't save these in our Google Drives, and we will talk about that too. But alright, so getting started here, what we actually want to click on first is check out the beta editor, because when we look at this setup here, pretty simple. You got your colors and some tools down here, but I think I actually like better the beta editor, so beta is a little bit better. I just think the layout of the tools all being out here is kind of nice. And you can also add layers, which I don't believe is in the other one. So that's going to be something we utilize today too. All right, so starting out, we're going to take the pencil tool and we are going to scroll down. You can see is the size of your pencil. We're going to just choose the largest one. Any color you want to pick from here, you can pick. You can use the color picker to pick colors out of there too. We're going to go ahead and just make one, just press once to make a circle. And then we got a couple transformer tools over here. We're going to use this one to expand the shape. So just make him a little bit bigger. And then once we want to move him, we use this green one to actually move him around to wherever we want him to be. So what we're going to actually do with this animation is we're going to do a 1, 2 bounce and then have him go off. Yeah, 1, 2 bounce. So let's get this guy going. First, we'll start him right here, right near the edge, maybe even a little bit off the edge. And we're going to add in a new layer. So new layers, I can add this plus over here, new layer, and on here we're going to draw his face. So just eyes and a mouth. Keep it really simple. So we're going to make the size for the pencil go down a little bit and then click on your pencil tool here. So white and kind of this medium circle size. And we'll just do 2 clicks, one each for each of the eyes. And then we'll just change to like a darker gray and do the mouth. Just kind of like a oh. And then I'm going to go down a size and choose a green color or any color you want to make for your eyes. And I'm just going to do kind of his eyes like that. So a little funny. You can press Control Z if you want to undo. So Control Z will undo, and then you can click again to make new eyes. I'll make his eyes not so googly. All right, so now we're ready to kind of make this guy start to move. So basically what tool we're going to utilize is just this copy frame tool. So I'm going to hit it once to make a second frame here, and then I'm going to take my little mover arrow, and first I will drag the actual circle layer. So I'm just going to kind of drag it out so that it's like just barely touching the edge of the other frame, and then I'm going to go here and move the face with it. Okay, and then hit this plus frame again. So now on frame 3, I'm going to move this circle again, just barely overlapping the other one, and then take the face and also move it. All right, and so again, going to click on the new frame button, take the circle layer, my move tool is already selected, and just going to move this down a little bit more, and the face as well. The other thing that you can do is rotate things. So if I want to rotate this shape, I can click and kind of rotate the face as well if I want to rotate it as he's kind of moving towards the bottom here. And then one more, and on this one we're actually going to do a squash frame. So what we're going to do is take the eraser, and I'm going to go scroll down, make sure my eraser is as big as possible, and oops, I'm going to hit Control Z. I want to erase this circle, so I'm just going to erase the circle. You can see there's an onion feature that's going on with this app, so you can see where your previous faces are. So now I'm just going to draw a new oval shape with the pencil tool. Going to take that same color that I had, this dark bluish gray, and I'm going to draw an oval shape right here. And so that is going to be like, oh, that's maybe a little too big. So I'm going to go, well, I guess I could actually use my little resizer tool here, and I could make this a little bit smaller and maybe add to it a little bit over here. It's not very round there. But so a little bit challenging making shapes like ovals or things like that, because you don't really have the control. I'm actually going to just back up. Oops, I zoomed in. Back up a little bit here and maybe do just one more time. A little bit smaller pencil. Yeah, there we go. A little bit easier. Yeah, because with the transformer skewing option, you can only really just make it like bigger or smaller. You can't really like transform it like we're kind of used to in Adobe Animate. But this is all free, available to us, and usable on your Chromebook. So that looks pretty good. I might take this fill bucket one more time and click on that line. I saw like a little line in there. All right, so this squash frame should be lined up with the very bottom of the circle that you can see behind it. And then I'll just move the face down a little bit. So we could test play at any time, hitting this little play button right here. So you can see what we've got going so far. All right, so we got them kind of jumping in and bouncing, and then I'll hit this again to pause it. We'll add in another, what actually I'm going to do is we have all the frames made that we need. We can just copy these now. So I'm going to go to copy number 4, hit this copy frame button, and then I can drag this frame after it to the 6th frame. And then again, I'm just going to hit the copy frame button, and we're just going to slide this guy up a little bit on this 7th frame. So again, he's going to do like a little bounce and then roll off. So we're just going to move these up again, copy that frame, and we're going to move him a little bit more, and then make him do one last kind of little bounce off the side. All right, and then I'm going to copy this frame number 5 again from back here. Click copy frame, and then I'm going to move it all the way down to the end here on this 10th frame. But I do want him to be over here now. So move tool is selected. I'm just going to drag the face over here and take the oval and move it right on with it. All right. And then maybe I'll do one last frame. I can click through my frames here. Boom, 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 boom. I might do one more, like I was saying, duplicate of this frame. And then you can scroll through your frames. Actually, I missed that bar. This bar you can scroll with your frames so you can see all the way down at the end. So I wanted this. He was going to go down, and then this was going to be at the very end, and this one was going to go halfway off the page. So we're over here. All right, and so let's give this a test play. Boing, boing. Nice. There we go. Little bouncing ball animation. So let's talk about saving really quick and wrap up this lesson for the day. So we'll click on that save button right here. You can see it'll ask you if you're done editing. We can give this a title. We'll call it Bouncer. Make this animation public. You don't have to if you don't want to. It should be suitable for kids. And then we'll say upload. You're going to have to confirm again that we're not robots. Some of us might be. I'm not sure. But wait for this to be done editing and, or done saving rather. And there we go. So this is something we can search for. If you hit the search animations, you could type in Bouncer and I should be able to find your stuff. But also what I do want us to do is save this. It is saved. If you click on this little icon up here, you can go to your profile and it will show you your animations that you've made. But we can also click on this link right here that says GIF. So this GIF link will preview it in a new window when I'm on my Mac. It may not, it may download, it may automatically download if you're on your Chromebook. And so if so, it'll go in your downloads folder, your files, which you can get to through a little icon that you have in your corner that you can bring up your apps, kind of like you can do here. And then you'll go to your files and you'll want to drag it into your Google Drive. If you happen to be on a Mac, you're going to want to save this, right click it, and save the image as, and just put it in your downloads. You could call it Bouncer, hit save, and then this file you'll want to make sure gets into your Google Drive. Okay, your Google Drive animation folder. And then once we have that in there, I could double click it and I could preview it in my Google Drive, and you could go ahead and submit it to Google Classroom and all that good stuff. Alright guys, so I hope you have luck with this and have some fun. You can feel free to take some creative liberties if you want with your own character and change him up and make him do his own thing. Have fun.